Hello, everyone. Let me present our research with the title is Analysis of the Utilization of Rice Seeds of Improved Variety in Pari 32 in Indramayu District, West Java, with paper ID 204. Written by our team are Adang Agustian, Aning Ariningsi, Umi Karomah Yaumidin, Eka Nurjati, Mi Rizma Aldila, Valeriana Darwis, Hairul Muslim, and Rika Refiza Rahmawati. Introduction. Indramayu Regency is the largest rice producing center in Western Java. Farmers generally use high-yielding varieties of rice that have been released for a long time, such as Ciherang, Mekonga, and ER64. The spread of rice varieties in 2017 has developed where 8 high-yielding varieties are predominantly used by farmers, namely is Cihorang, Mekonga, Situ Bagendit, and in Pari 30, Cihorang, Cigolis, Ciliwung, and Cilamaya Muncul. This study is to analyze the use of the superior variety in Pari 32, and the problem is in the distribution analysis of farming with high-yielding varieties and formulate policy suggestions in the distribution of the use of superior varieties of in Pari 32 to user more widely. Methodology. Yielding varieties may only benefit if seeds are available in sufficient quantity and at the right time. As a result, there is a need to increase the availability of certified high-yielding seeds at the farmer level. Data types and data source. This research was conducted at Indramayu Regency, West Java, interviewing respondents from 25 rice farmers, officials of the Indramayu Food Agriculture Office, and agricultural extension worker. Secondary data from the Food Corp Agriculture Office in Indramayu, the West Java Provincial Seed Supervision and Certification Center, the Directorate of Treasury, Directorate General of Food Crops, Jakarta. Data analyzes quantitatively and qualitatively. Result and discussion. First, in the yield variety distribution area in 2019 reached 202,000 hectares, and by 2021 it reached 230,000 hectares. So the use high-yielding varieties of rice seeds in 2019 was the most dominant is Ciherang, followed by the Impar 32 and Mekonga. In 2021, the use of high-yielding varieties of rice seeds had shifted, namely, the most dominant is in Pari 32, about 45.97%. The annual report of BPSB West Java in 2020 states the rice seed breeding in 2019 began to shift, initially from Ciherang varieties to Impari varieties, both Impari 32 and Impari 30. Then the table is comparison of the analysis of agricultural holdings using the varieties in Pari 32 and Ciherang in Indramayu Regency, West Java in 2020. The level of farmers' preference for Impar 32 seeds and crops in West Java is included in the high or positive category. The rice productivity of the Impar 32 variety is about 7.2 tons per hectare, which is higher than the productivity of the Chiharang variety, which is about 6.5 tons per hectare. From the R per C ratio value, the in-pari 32 variety is about 2.20, which is higher than the R per C ratio in the Chiharang variety warming business of about 1.9795 in shows that the cultivation of rice variety in Pari 32 has a higher feasibility level to develop than the variety Chihera. So, what the problems in distribution of rice seed utilization of higher varieties in Pari 32? There are first, the availability of seeds distributed through to the production center with high quality. Second, pilot activities plots of high-yield varieties easily visible to farmers. Third, poor productivity in rice production. Then, other features of the propagated variety include pest resistance. And the last, frequent ongoing and mass dissemination activities are necessary to disseminate and convince farmer and seed producer to use VUB, example in Pari. So, what the conclusion and policy implication in this research are: first, the predominant use of high-yielding rice seed varieties in 2019 was Ciherang, about 27.92%, followed by Impari 32 and Mekonga, about 16.25%. Then in 2020, the use of high-yielding varieties of rice seeds has shifted, namely, the most dominant is in Pari 32, about 45.97%, followed by the Mekonga variety, about 17.9%, and Chiharang, about 16.85%. With the same selling price between the Impari 32 and Chiharang varieties, about 4,500 per kilogram rupees, the revenue of the Impari 32 variety rice farming business is greater than the Chiharang variety. So the new high-yield variety Impari 32 brings a further acceptance for farmers of about 24.91% compared to the variety Chiharang. And the last, farmers need to encourage using Impari 32. It is necessary to support the seed offering and socialize the benefits of the variety. Thank you.